fosters self-confidence and personal growth. A few ground rules before we begin. Please make sure you are seated in a peaceful environment and having good internet connectivity. Please stay on mute as soon as your turn is over. Please do not unmute yourself unless required. Members are requested to keep their video turned on and not to make any unnecessary movements. If you have to do so, kindly turn it off and turn it on again once you're back. Please avoid talking about taboo topics like sex, politics, and religion. Please use the reaction buttons to applaud our rule takers. In case of any queries, please feel free to use the raise hand option or drop a message on the chat below. On that note, I would like to hand over the proceedings to our president, Toastmaster Fiona Morris. Sorry.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zina. We can't hear you, Fiona.
Fiona, you're muted.
Yes, sorry. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Zina. Good evening and a warm welcome to meeting number 241. Let me acknowledge the presence of few dignitaries here. First and foremost, I would like to welcome DTM Malini Ebbar, who is our resource person of the day. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. And we have with us our very own area director, Toastmaster Jyotika. A warm welcome to you too. And we have area F1 director, Toastmaster Deepa Mandari. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to you. And we have few more guests today. We have Milagres VP Education, Toastmaster Zakir. We have Infosys President, as usual, our own, I can call him Inspironian Infosys as well, Toastmaster Daryl Rodrigues. We have Manipal President, Manipal UP President, Toastmaster Rashmika. A warm welcome to you too. Have here my lecturer, Toastmaster Preetam Kamath. Welcome, ma'am. We have Toastmaster Sridhar, Toastmaster Fiona, Siddhant. A warm welcome to you too. And Toastmaster Nikita, thank you for being here. And Toastmaster DTM CK Ballal, welcome to you, sir. So we have Christopher, Toastmaster Christopher as well. A warm welcome to you, sir. It's a surprise to see you. Welcome to the meeting. And I don't know, is that iPhone? Is it Toastmaster Isha?
Yes.
We cannot. Welcome to Toastmaster Isha. Isha will be joining us soon. A warm welcome to you, Isha. And we have our humor queen, Toastmaster Shalini Prabhu as well. So let us proceed. And we have a very own analytic officer, CGD's analytic officer, Toastmaster Amit Ananda as well. I would like to thank our area director and all the members for facilitating the moments of truth, and all the members for attending and being an active and for the active participation in the last meeting. And CGD has come up with the Active Sisters Award and Golden Buddy Award. So we have been approached by Manipal Udpi Toastmasters as Buddy Club. They will help us in providing mentors and taking up roles during the meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, President Toastmaster Rashmika. Looking forward to work with you. And for Active Sister Program, we have collaborated with Tirupu. The name is a little difficult. Tipu Nithura Toastmasters.
Toastmasters.
Yeah, sorry, Tripunithura Toastmasters. I've been practicing that well, but I still find it very difficult to pronounce. Toastmaster Division G4, Kerala, under the presidency of Toastmaster Narayan, and VV College Toastmasters C4 Bangalore under the presidency of Toastmaster Nimish. This program is helpful for our members' growth as well as the growth of our club to attain a distinguished points as well. So we have another good news for Inspironians. We have introduced an edutainment session in our meetings. We will have education programs which will help our help us and as well as help the members of other clubs as well. So today's edutainment session will be conducted by GTM Malini Abbar. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. And there's something called free. Okay, for this year, Toastmasters International Convention is the biggest event of Toastmasters held online, and it's absolutely free. Okay, this is a big opportunity to us to witness some world-class educational sessions. It's a week-long gala event celebrating Toastmasters, and it is from 24th to 29th August. It's a rare opportunity to register. I will post the link in the group, and as well as they have posted this link in Division F group as well. And I will be posting it in Inspiron group as well. It's already posted. Have a look at it. Let's not miss the amazing opportunity. Now, I would like to hand over a meeting to her brand ambassador of Inspiron Toastmasters, ever young, enthusiastic Toastmaster Amit, who is a VP Education as well as the Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you so much, Fiona. That was too much to digest for me now. Very good evening to one and all, and welcome to our 241st meeting for this 2020 year. And the topic that we chose is the choices in life. And what better year I feel that this 2020 is a year to have with us. And I thought, like, let me start with the choices in life. So let me just begin today's meeting. Life is like a road. There are long and short roads, smooth and rocky roads, crooked and straight paths. In our life, many roads come with our way as we journey through our life. There are roads that lead to life of single blessedness, marriage, and religious vocation. There are also roads that lead to fame and fortune on one hand, or isolation and poverty on the other. There are roads to happiness as there are roads to sadness, roads towards victory and jubilation, and roads leading to defeat and disappointment. Just like any road, there are corners and detours and crossroads in life. Perhaps the most perplexing road that you would encounter is the crossroad. With four roads to choose from and with unlimited knowledge on where they would go, which road will you take? With the guarantee that we would choose the right way along or not. Would you take any road or just stay where you are in front of the crossroad? There are no guarantees. You do not really know where a road will lead you until you take it. There are no guarantees. This is one of the most important things you need to realize about life. Nobody said that choosing to do the right thing all the time would always lead you to happiness. Loving someone with all your heart does not guarantee that it would be returned. Gaining fame and fortune does not guarantee happiness. Accepting a good word from an influential superior to cut your trip shortcut to the career ladder in is not always bad, especially if you are highly qualified and competent. There are too many possible outcomes, which is under your not under your control. The only thing you have power over is the decision that you will make and how you will act and react to different situations. So I think with this, we have an idea how we all are being tackling 2020 as we have received it. So let us begin today's meeting. Normally, a Toastmasters meeting has three segments, which which are the first one is the prepared speech section, wherein the members are given opportunity to prepare their projects and present it in front of the club in the form of a speech. Today we have two speakers amongst us, Toastmaster Jyotika and Toastmaster Zina, followed by a table topic session wherein the members and the guests are encouraged to give impromptu speeches, which will be conducted by our Toastmaster Royal, and then followed by the third section, that is the evaluation section, wherein the speeches that are delivered are evaluated to provide opportunities of improvement, which would be facilitated by our general evaluator for today is Toastmaster Nikita and her tag team. We also are going to have a new segment called the edutainment section, in which we, as Inspironians, we thought like we'll have education session every month, and we will be calling in eminent speakers to speak, and it will help our club as well as our sister clubs or the clubs around in Mangalore. I would now like to request our general evaluator for today, Nikita, to introduce her tag team and also to give the word and the phrase of today. Over to you, Toastmaster Nikita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, if there are any, a very good evening to you all, and it's truly a pleasure to attend your meeting today. Since I believe there are no guests and everybody here is a Toastmaster, I will cut short the explanation of my role. I'll be very brief in the explanation. So basically, a general evaluator evaluates the proceedings of the meeting. So I will be doing this with the help of my tag team, the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian. First, I would like to call upon the timer of the day, that is Toastmaster Ishwar Kiran, to kindly let us know what timing device he'll use for his role as a timer. So you're on mute. Please unmute yourself.
I would be showing in my, due to some technical glitch, I'm showing the green, red and yellow flag through my mobile in the screen. So, and that would be my report. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, sir. Could you please show us the screen just as an example so that speakers would be aware? Sir,
you continue. I'll show it.
Okay.
Some technical glitch.
Okay, sir. Sure. Thank you. And since he's doing that, a request to all the speakers and role takers to kindly pin the timer so that you'll be clearly able to see his screen. The second, my second role taker in the tag team is the R counter. That's Toastmaster Fiona. Could you briefly describe your role, Toastmaster Fiona? Over to you.
Hello, good evening once again. My role as her counter is to keep a tab of the words like ha, and if there is a prolonged pause. Over to you, and I will present my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, the General Evaluator, Toastmaster Nikita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fiona.
Yeah, I'll be showing the color flag like this because of some technical glitch. So is that okay?
Yes, a request to all the speakers and the role takers to kindly pin the timer, pin his screen. You can easily do that. You can click on the three dots next to his screen, click on that, and there's an option called pin video. So you'll be clearly able to see when he changes, when he shows his mobile phone. Okay, now next let me call upon the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Daryl, to please give the word of the day and explain briefly about his role. Over to you, Toastmaster Daryl.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankita. Good evening, everybody. Well, what shall I have in the morning? Tea or coffee? Is it pronunciation or pronunciation? Choice is an integral part, and it definitely comes in handy when it comes to grammar as well. Toastmasters and friends, I am Toastmaster Daryl, your grammarian for today. As part of my role, I will keep track of the good usages and the incorrect usages and present my report at the end of the meeting. Now, the word for today, proclivity, which means a tendency to do something regularly. I repeat, the word for the day is proclivity. Proclivity, proclivity, which means a tendency to do something regularly. For example, the lawyer used his proclivity for exaggeration to pull the jury over to his side. So is the word of the day clear? You can give me a thumbs up if it is. I will share it in the chat box once I finish my explanation. We also have the phrase for today, which is fine kettle of fish. Fine kettle of fish, which means an awkward situation. If I were to use it in a sentence, it would be, given the current situation and being away from home really puts me in a kettle of fish. So the word for the day is proclivity, and the phrase of the day is fine kettle of fish. Is it clear? Yes. So I encourage all the speakers, table topic speakers, and also the evaluators to use this word and phrase of the day. I also encourage all the other participants in this meeting to use the reaction icons and applaud them when the word or phrase is being used. On that note, I will be keeping track and I'll be back with my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, gender evaluator, Toastmaster Nikita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Daryl. And this is my tag team whose help I will be taking in evaluating the entire meeting. And I will be back at the end of the meeting with my report. Back to the team, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Nikita Menezes. Coming to our first speaker for today, we have none other than our Area Director, Toastmaster Jyotika Shetty with us. And she's on her way to give her speech on a DTM path speech. And she will be evaluated by Toastmaster Ashrita. Toastmaster Ashrita, if you can please read out the objectives of Jyotika's project.
Yes, good evening, Toastmaster Amit. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So Toastmaster Jyotika is on her DTM project first speech titled Leap of Faith. The purpose of the project is for the member to demonstrate his or her plan and vision. Notes, or rather the member completing the project is working to achieve his or her Distinguished Toastmaster Award. The member will deliver a well-organized, well-executed speech about the plan to complete the project of his or her design. The member may speak about the plan of the entire project or share as aspect of the plan. The member should strive to achieve exemplary rating on every evaluation criteria for the speech. So over to you, Toastmaster Jyotika. We are awaiting for this speech.
Thank you very much.
Toastmaster Jyotika, leap of faith, Toastmaster.
May I know the time? May I know the time? Time.
5, 6, 7, regular.
Thank you.
Over to you, Toastmaster Jyotika.
Thank you, Amit. One small step of man, one giant leap of faith for mankind. These were the words said by Neil Armstrong when he took his first few steps on the moon for the first time. No, I'm not planning to land on the moon anytime soon in the future. But certainly, the project that I'm going to talk about is a leap of faith in my journey as a writer. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, a very good evening. November 2018 was a time I signed a contract with my publisher, Passionpreneur Publishing, to write a book. The objective of the publisher was basically to reach out to 7,777,777 people to give out their message to the world, and I was being part of the bigger objective. 6 months or 6 years before that, I had written a small taking my writing to the next level. So signing the contract with Passionpreneur Publishing was the first step. But little did I know that signing the contract was just not enough. I had to do something more. For the next few months, I had writer's block. I really couldn't write what I really wanted to do because the purpose of the entire project or the book was share my experience, the challenges that I faced, and how I brought my life back in control. The next few months, I started talking to my friends. But the surprising part was every time I spoke to my friends, they had an incident to share. Someone who's gone through a divorce, someone who's gone through a job loss, a business loss, loss of health, loss of a loved one, something or the other. And each one was trying to struggle to get life back in control. And that's where my book, Back in Control, was born. I started writing it, but there was some block that was missing, a missing puzzle. And that puzzle was a vision. Because any vision is quite difficult to a fruition. Share my personal story. It had to be an unadulterated story that was my authentic self. But what could be my vision? It was just not enough to share my story. And when I did my introspection, I realized that all my friends that I spoke to had reached a level of success. And that time they had faced an unexpected change in their life, and their life had actually gone out of control. And they needed a solution to get it back in control. And that is the time I realized that it was just not enough to share my story, but I had to give them a solution, which meant I had to go back to my own story and walk the path. And that is the time I realized that what were those little steps that I had taken to get my life back in control? Emotional intelligence it is. I had blended emotional intelligence to my own life story, and that gave a perfect solution of how I brought my life back in control. For the next few months, I started writing my book in real speed because the inspiration was there. I had the structure in mind. So why, you may be wondering, why is this as a DTM project? The reason why I'm taking this as a DTM project is because in October 2019, I had actually taken a pathway project called Creating Your Own Blog. And in this project, I had actually written 8 small articles that were inspirational, which connected to the audience. And this is a project that actually gave me an impetus to take my writing skills to the next level, or rather an impetus to complete my book. And it is because of this project that I could actually complete my project of writing the book. So what better than taking your own pathway project to the next level? I did complete my project by May 14th, 2020. The manuscript was ready. And the team that had worked with me during this time was obviously Mustafa Hamwi, who's a very well-known accomplished speaker and is called as the passionpreneur. Natasha Dunman, who's basically based in Australia, who's my author coach. Ashish Jayaraman, who's based in Chennai, who's basically working with me with the entire process. But apart from this team, I had my close friend, Sophie Ho, who's based in the Netherlands, and our relationship goes back to 2015 when we both started our MBA together. She was truly a person who could give me a critical feedback on how exactly my book had evolved. Her input was quite valuable when it came to the conclusion. Her valuable feedback was the reason why I had to rework on my conclusion. So this was the team that I was working with. Apart from this, I also had a few Toastmasters that I worked with. However, the project does not require Toastmasters to be in the team. But going forward, what did this book teach me? This book taught me that life is not certain. There's a lot of unexpected change that one can expect in life. But everything that you go through, learn to share it with others. Because your experience can be someone else's guide to coming out of a situation which could be unprecedented. For me, it was certainly a leap of faith in my journey as a Toastmaster. My book will be published in October 2020, and the paperback as well as the ebook version will be out on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, as well as Kindle. But with this, I plan to achieve two objectives. One, be a part of a bigger vision of Mustafa Hamwi to reach a bigger audience. And second is to reach those female audience over 35 years of age who have lost control of some aspect in their life and are struggling to get their life back in control. Because I believe every little experience that you have could be someone else's guide to save their life. With that, my book is Back in Control, due for release in October 2020, and I'll get back to you with more details in October 2020 with the statistics, with my whole experience of how this entire project has gone. With that, I take a leave. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jyotika. Indeed, leap of faith is one of the key characters for a choice that we have in our life. Let us take 30 seconds time to give feedback on the chat box to Jyotika. It'll be very useful for Jyotika. If you can please personally type in your feedback to Jyotika. Our next speaker is none other than our secretary for this 2020 term, Toastmaster Zina. Toastmaster Zina is on a level 4 and she is evaluated by Toastmaster Jacob Koshi. Toastmaster Jacob Koshi, can you please read out the objectives of her project?
Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A very good evening to all of you. My speaker, Zina Lewis, is doing a project on building a social media presence under the visionary communications path. The purpose of this project is for the member to apply her understanding of social media to enhance and establish our new social media presence. She should share some aspect of her experience in establishing or enhancing a social media presence. The time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to my speaker and back to the Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jacob Koshi. Toastmaster Zina, social media is not all that bad. Social media is not all that bad. Toastmaster Zina Lewis, over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, friends, and guests. Social media is important because it allows you to reach, nurture, and engage with your target audience, no matter their location. When a business can use social media to connect with its audience, it can use social media to generate brand awareness, leads, sales, and revenue. The purpose of my project is to create health insurance awareness among a large audience, which we mostly find on Facebook. Today, I would like to talk about social media presence and why it is important to convey large audience. There are different types of social media platforms to serve advertisements. Social networking, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Google Plus. Microblogging, we have Twitter and Tumblr. Photo sharing, we have Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Video sharing, we have YouTube, Facebook Live, Periscope, and Vimeo. I chose to build social media presence through Facebook. I chose Facebook because of the large audience, mostly between the age group 18 to 70 years. Respected Toastmasters, friends, and guests, I would like to narrate to you a true life story about my friend and myself. My friend's colleague, Mr. Avinash, had collected some money from his friends and sold his property in order to have his own restaurant in Mumbai. He traveled to Mumbai with his younger brother in the first week of March 2020. Little did he know that there would be this so called COVID 19 pandemic, which would not only paralyze himself, but also the whole country and the world. On the 20th of March, there was this first lockdown enforced. People were asked to stay indoors. Mr. Avinash was all depressed and sad since he couldn't do what he wished to do. In the month of April, he was tested COVID positive. He didn't bother much about it as he thought it would all be well for him. Soon, in a span of 5 to 6 days, he was very ill and was admitted to one of the hospitals in Mumbai. At that time, he realized that he didn't have any health insurance. He was in the hospital for almost 22 days and his bill came to rupees 22 lakhs. Every day he had to take an injection which cost around rupees 50,000 per day. His family was going through financial crisis during that time since his young daughter just got a small job and there was nothing much that she could do with a small salary in order to pay the hospital bills. My friend and a group of social activists came forward to collect those funds to settle hospital bills. That was last what I heard from my friend. I do not know if Mr. Avinash has made it or succumbed to illness. This is all about Mr. Avinash. Now, I would like to tell you about my own story. After I returned from Dubai, end of 2015, one of the insurance managers approached me. I thought that it was not much important and having a health insurance is a waste as we don't get anything in our hand unlike other insurances. But I was wrong on this. It made me feel like a fine kettle of fish. I was diagnosed for breast cancer in 2016. Imagine I had to pay from my pocket a good amount of rupees 3 lakhs, all in all, including my other expenses and hospital bills. Although I was not so active on Facebook for the past couple of years due to personal reasons, I thought it is imperative for me to reach out to people around the world and tell them how it can help them in times of eventualities. I'm not a tech savvy though, but going forward, I want to keep myself active on Facebook and my proclivity to reach out to more than 1,000 of people very soon. Yesterday, I uploaded a few videos and flyers on Facebook which speak about health insurance and the disadvantage of not having it. I'd also requested one of my friends to upload the videos and I got around 180 views in a span of 10 minutes. WhatsApp status is also another way to stay connected to people. I had uploaded health insurance flyer on my status and I did get some customers, which converted into business. When social media is used in a rightful way, it is not all that bad. With this, I would like to conclude. Stay connected and reach out to people and members who have health, who need health insurance and who do not have adequate insurance can contact me on my personal window. Over to Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zena Lewis. Indeed, social media is one of the platform, and we as Toastmasters now, I think we all know that 2020 has made us use the social media and the online platforms to the maximum. That comes to the end of the prepared speech section. I now request the timer to read out the time that is taken by the two speakers. Ishwar Kiran, can you please read out the time taken? Ishwar Kiran? Royal, have you?
Yes, I have the time. So time taken by Toastmaster Jyotika Shetty is 7 minutes 39 seconds.
Okay.
And time taken by Toastmaster Zena is 5 minutes 30 seconds.
Okay, so both the speakers qualify. I now request the voting links to be shared on the chat window. I request the members and the guests to vote for the best speaker.
Excuse me, Toastmaster Amit. We will post it at the end of the meeting.
Okay, fine. All right. All right. Wrong decisions are always at hindsight. Had you known that you were making a wrong decision, would you have gone along with it? Perhaps not. Why would you choose a certain path when you know it would be a wrong one? Why make a certain decision if you knew from the beginning that it is not the right one? It is only after you have made a decision and reflect on it that you realize its soundness. If the consequences or outcome are good for you, then you have decided correctly. Otherwise, your decisions are wrong. Take the risk and decide. To help tackle you take risk, we have our Toastmaster for the day, Toastmaster Royal, who will be our table topic master, who would take us through the impromptu speaking session. Toastmaster Royal, are you ready?
Yes.
Over to you, Toastmaster Royal.
Okay. Very good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Royal D'Souza here, table topic master of today's evening. So table topics is one of the most favorite section of every Toastmaster. Table topics is a section where guests and members will have an opportunity to practice their impromptu speaking. So I have 4 topics for today. So any one of you can nominate and speak about it for 1 to 2 minutes. So who will be the first person? I request everyone, please turn on your videos.
Myself.
Sudhir, yeah, Sudhir sir, okay. Please select a number between 1 to 4.
4.
Okay. If you get a choice between being immortal and getting $10 million, what would you choose?
My dear Toastmasters and guests, the first thing I will do is that I want to be happy. irrespective of $1 million, it is for me, happiness and peace is most important. If I am immortal, I want to make this world, I want to change this world. First of all, I have to change this world. So I will try to do such things to keep all the people happy, to dismantle all nuke armaments, ammunitions, all these things first I will do so that the world is at peace. Each one will be lovable and spread love letters. They keep on writing love letters and in all directions, that all the people somewhere, someplace, at some moment, someone will catch it. So I will be always spreading love, peace, happiness. I want to make this world a better place, a safe place for living. God has created this beautiful world for us to live in, and we are much fortunate to remain happy. We have to make this world a better, safe, and happy place for others to live in. As we know, there are so many people in this world who have been deprived of these blessings. Over to Toastmaster of the day. Over to Table Topic Master, answer.
Okay, so I have 3 topics left with me. So anyone would like to come forward?
I think Toastmaster Jacob was.
Yes. Yeah, Toastmaster Jacob. Yes. Please select a number between 1, 2, 3.
3.
If you had a choice to restart your life from 16 years old, what would you do differently?
Table Topic Master and fellow Toastmasters, good evening again. At 16, yeah, I was studying in school. Actually, I had to make a choice at the 17, but I will come to another place where I had a nice experience when I had to. It was at the age of maybe 35. I went as a migrant to Australia that time. And I mean, as most of the Indians, everybody wants to go abroad and work. So I also went, and I got migrant visa immediately. I went there. Immediately I got a job, and I worked for 4 months. But somehow I didn't like the place. So I planned to return. But everybody was against that. Everybody was against that. So I was in a double mind. What is that word? Kettle of fish? Maybe there's a correct word for that. Okay. I was in a double mind, but I had taken about 3-4 suitcases, so all packed and came back. And I landed at Madras Airport, early morning. I went at around 1990. Actually, not much Indian restaurants were there. So when I reached Madras, early morning, it was around 3 o'clock. I was just sitting there. Suddenly, one aroma started of idli, vada. Oh, I couldn't get a single idli and vada in Australia. And this aroma made sure that my decisions were very correct. That, I mean, so much saliva came out of my mouth, and at 4 o'clock, the idlis and vadas were ready, and immediately I grabbed on it. I think that was my best choice I had made coming back to India. Back to the Table Talking Master.
Yes. So there are 2 topics left. So anyone who would like to nominate?
Isha Baliga, can you try?
We have Zakir.
Yeah.
Zakir, would you like to?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Select a number between 1 and 2.
I'll go with 2.
Okay. When you are 80 years old, what will matter to you the most?
Okay. Dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening to you all. 18 years old, which was very important age for anyone to take decisions in our life. I had a different type of thing, because I had some financial issues when I attained 18 years because of families. Uh, they did not have enough money to continue my education. So I thought of give up education, go to any company and work over there, make money for my family, something like that. Then my mother said one thing. Now this is the time. You said you're going to complete your education when you are doing your job simultaneously. Yes, mother. Then she said, no, you're not going to do that one. And again, there will be another kind of problems will come up. So anyhow, you are going to continue your education now. No matter what, I will do my best to get you enough money to pay the fees and everything, because my decision was correct. Okay, I completed my graduation. Then after that, I got a nice job. I landed in Saudi Arabia and got a good job over there, and got married and was leading a nice job, nice life over there. And I'm thankful for my mother for helping me out. And she did a wonderful job, and she worked very hard for my success. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yes, we have last one final topic for today.
We have a new member, Toastmaster Aisha. Can we ask her to speak if she's okay with it?
Isha, would you like to give it a try? Okay. Anyone else? Ishwar Kiran.
Yeah.
So your topic is, if not now, then when?
Dear Toastmasters and guests, it indicates me of the procrastination thing. This topic, what you're given is like, it is about procrastination, and we should through our experience, we should experiment the expectation. And here in this present moment, we have to experiment, and if not only the present moment, what is left with us, and we can correct the future and recorrect the past, and present moment is all there is. This is what I can tell. And I actually I'm working on my about my other areas in the present moment, and I feel the present moment is all there is. Over to you, Tosh. Yeah, over to you.
Yeah.
Tabletop.
Okay. So it's the end of the table topic section. So I'd like to hand over to Toastmaster TMOD of the day, Amit Ananda.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Royal. Timer, if you can please read out the time taken by each of the speakers.
First speaker has taken, first speaker, Toastmaster Jyotika Madam, has taken 7 minutes 39 seconds. The second, in the prepared speeches, second speaker, Toastmaster Zina has taken 5 minutes 48 seconds. In the table topics session, first speaker, Toastmaster Sudhir, has taken 1 minute 29 seconds. Second speaker, Toastmaster in table topics, Toastmaster Jacob sir has taken 1 minute 39 seconds. For third speaker, Toastmaster Zakir has taken 1 minute 49 seconds. And fourth speaker, myself, I've taken 1 minute 21 seconds.
So all the speakers qualify. Okay. Fiona, do we share the voting link now or after the evaluation? Okay, all right. To move on with our third section, that is the evaluation section. But before that, I would like to share a few more tips on choices in life. Since life offers no guarantee and you would never know that your decision would be wrong until you have made it, then you might as well take the risk and decide. It is definitely better than keeping yourself in limbo. Although it is true that one wrong turn could get you lost, it could also be that such a turn could be an opportunity for an adventure. Moreover, open more roads. It is all a matter of perspective. You have the choice between being a lost traveler or an accidental tourist of life. But take caution that you do not make decision haphazardly. Taking risk is not about being careless and stupid. Here are some pointers that could help you choose the best option in the face of life's crossroad. Get as many information as you can about your situation. You cannot find the confidence to decide when you know a little about what you are faced with. Just like any news reporter, ask the 5 W's: what, who, when, where, and why. What is the situation? Who are the people involved? When did this happen? Where is this leading? Why are you in this situation? These are just some of the possible questions to ask to know more about your situation. Identify and create options. What options do the situation give you? Sometimes the options are few, but sometimes they are numerous. But what do you do when you think that the situations offers no options? This is the time when you create your own. Make your creative mind work. From the most simplistic to the most complicated. Entertain all ideas. Do not shoot any down when any ideas come to your head. Sometimes the most outrageous idea could prove to be the right one in the end. You can ask a friend to help you identify options and even make more options if you encounter some difficulties. But make sure that you make the decision yourself in the end. 2 more pointers to be told to you, which I will tell after the next session. The next session will be the evaluation session, and I now call upon the General Evaluator, Toastmaster Nikita, to take over. Toastmaster Nikita, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. Sorry. The general evaluation session, which I believe is an important part of a Toastmasters meeting. Now, they always say practice makes perfect. But what if you practice in the wrong manner? Then you would be perfect in the wrong way. which is why Toastmasters encourages evaluations, really encourages evaluation, and also has the evaluation of the entire meeting, which will take place now in the general evaluation session. To begin with, let me call on the evaluators of the prepared speeches. The first speech was delivered by Toastmaster Jyotika Shetty, and she was evaluated by Toastmaster Ashrita. Over to Toastmaster Ashrita for her evaluation.
Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Well, one small step by a man, one huge step by mankind. This was said by Neil Armstrong, and what a way to start your speech. Well, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the things one did. So definitely, I think Toastmaster Jyotika started off with a lovely quote and also by telling us what her dreams were. Well, I do think sometimes that we should do whatever we want to rather than repent later on in life. Well, I must say Toastmaster Jyotika does most of the things beyond proclivity. Well, everybody has a plan until they are punched in the face, don't you think so? So I think the trigger point, I assume, was something much more than what she told us. So it was some of the beautiful things in life are well written than said. Well, if you want to know about different things in life, it happens only if you read 100 books so about life. So, well, we didn't know so many things that Toastmaster Jyotika had told us about today. She did tell us that she has a blog. Well, I did know she has a blog, but I didn't exactly know that the blog had so many contents in it. Well, Back in Control is the book what she has written, and it is down for publishing, and it is going to be released very soon. Well, I really want to have that autographed copy from Toastmaster Jyotika itself. Well, your experience can be someone else's story. Be a path and preach a larger audience. Well, so true. To all women who need inspiration, well, this is the book you need to read. Exactly, I feel that one major thing in life which catches you, probably you need to write it down so that people can probably read it and take the best out of it. Well, I would have appreciated if she could shed more light on the key factors of the book without disclosing much about it, because we would want to build that suspense and read the book. And also, we were intimidated by the idea of writing a book. It was, we would want you to tell us about the vulnerability in which probably you would have written this book. Well, this is your DTM project, and I was about to probably tell you that I wish you could have just quoted a Toastmaster project, but then you just killed two birds with one stone. So I do agree with you that that you did. This project was sort of merging with your DTM Toastmaster project as well, and your personal interest as well. So I would like to say that if your life is limitless, don't live others' life but create your own niche. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashrita. Our second speaker of the day was Toastmaster Zina, and she was evaluated by Toastmaster Jacob. Over to you, Toastmaster Jacob, for your evaluator's report.
General evaluator and fellow Toastmasters, good evening again. And of course, to my speaker, Zina Lewis. Social media is not all that bad. A very nice title. I agree completely, my speaker, Zina. A very compelling speech and right speech at the right time. I know before March, everybody is talking about pitfalls and advantages and disadvantages of social media. But now nobody talks about any disadvantage. because that is the only recourse they have to keep connected with the others. And of course, uh, like our speaker, if she has to, she is in the marketing field, and if she has to market, she has to get into that social media presence. The main objective of the speech was to share her experience of building a social media presence. She shared two experiences. One of that of Avinash, who had a bitter experience with COVID and how he overcame that. And second was her own personal experience. Initially, she mentioned there are a lot of ways to connect in the social media. Even I am not aware of. She said a lot of Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, so many things I know. But she mentioned so many other things also. I didn't get it actually. Maybe I should ask her that, because now I'm retired and I need to get visible across the social media. And she chose Facebook to advertise her insurance presence, medical, and she gave some examples how it help people across the field. That was very good. And coming to the speech, the way she spoke, as always, her speech is very excellent in language, and it was very structured and very appealing to the audience. But there are some areas of improvement. One was that though it was well structured, her conclusion was not so convincing. And it could have ended with some a motivating or inspiring thought or a phrase which will compel the audience to push themselves into the social media. And second one was the speed of the speech. And it was little very fast, I suppose, because she should learn how to pause in between, because by pausing, the ideas will get into the minds of the audience. It will get imprinted around the audience. She should pause at certain levels. She should find out which level she should pause, and then she should continue, because anyway she had around 2 minutes left. She could have done that. Otherwise, it's a very compelling speech on building social media presence. Very good. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jacob. Next, I would like to call on my tag team for their reports. I would first like to call on the timer. I believe that is Toastmaster Royal or Toastmaster Ishwakiran.
Myself. Yeah.
Okay.
And the first evaluator, Toastmaster Ashita, madam, has taken 3 minutes 49 seconds. The second evaluator, Toastmaster Jacob sir, has taken 3 minutes 11 seconds.
Okay, so everybody is qualified for voting.
Yes.
Okay, Toastmaster Fiona, will the voting forms be released right now?
Yes, I'll post it in the chat box. Everyone can, we can give 1 minute.
Okay, sure. Yes. Please take, I think 15 seconds should be sufficient. Everyone, please vote for the best. Yes, the best speaker, the table topic speaker, and the evaluator. Toastmaster Fiona, have you started receiving the votes? Shall we continue with the general evaluation?
Yes, Toastmaster Nikita.
Okay. Next, I would like to call upon the grammarian for the day, that was Toastmaster Daryl, to give his report on, Over to you, Toastmaster Daryl.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikita. Good evening, everyone, once again. Yes, I'm back with my report. First of all, I would like to appreciate Toastmaster Zina for using both the word and phrase of the day, Toastmaster Ashrita for using the word of the day, and Toastmaster Jacob for using the phrase of the day. Well done. A huge round of virtual applause. There were there were a lot of good usages throughout the meeting, and a little bit of incorrect ones as well that I will be presenting to you now. Toastmaster Fiona, during your presidential address, you said opportunity for us. It should be opportunity. You said opportunity to us. Probably it was slip of the tongue. It should have been opportunity for us. The Toastmaster for today, Toastmaster Amit, used good words like jubilation, guarantee, outcome, hindsight, caution, and perspective. Well done, Toastmaster Amit. The word C-A-R-E-E-R, I think it's pronounced career and not carrier. You also said clubs around in Mangalore. You could have rephrased it as clubs in and around Mangalore. And there was probably this was a slip of the tongue, I'm not sure. Come with our way. There was no need of with. Come our way was fine. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Jyotika, had good phrases and words like fruition, ethical, little did I know, authentic, impetus. However, you said connected to the audience. You said connected to the audience. I think it should be connected with someone. You connect to something, but you connect with someone. So probably the preposition used there was wrong. Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Ashrita, had good words like repent, intimidated, vulnerability, and I liked the way you used the proverb, kill two birds with a stone. However, when you listed the objectives, you said awaiting for your speech. You could have avoided using for. We are awaiting your speech. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Zina, enforced, succumb, imperative. Good job, Toastmaster Zina. You mentioned COVID positive. You could tested COVID positive. Probably you could have rephrased it and said tested positive for COVID. And you also used the article A. You said I'm not a tech savvy though. You could have skipped the article. Also, I have heard this before, that when we write on paper, we write the rupee symbol and then the figure. Suppose rupees 1,000. But when we read it or when we say it, it's like you say 1,000 rupees. So you don't, I think you said rupees 22 lakh. You could have said 22 lakh rupees. I've heard it somewhere, I'm not sure if it's correct, but I thought I'll pass it on here. Table topic master, Toastmaster Roel. When you asked people to choose for options, you said between 1, 2, and 3. You use between when there are only, when there's choose between 2. Otherwise, you can choose among or something like that, or you can give them the options. Toastmaster Sudhir, yes, had good words like dismantle and deprived. However, I would not encourage you to spread love letters. Probably you could have said spreading love and not love letters. Toastmaster Jacob, I like the word you used, aroma. However, you said not much Indian restaurants. We use much when we cannot, when it's uncountable. When it's countable, we use many. So not many Indian restaurants. Toastmaster Ishwar used procrastination. However, you said indicates me of procrastination. I think that didn't make sense. You could say indicates procrastination to me or something like that. Also, when you give the timer's report, you said has taken. It's past, so you could say took. Yeah, this is my grammarian's report. And if the general evaluator gives me 2 minutes, do we have time for a small activity?
Yes, I believe we do. According to the agenda shared by Amit, I think we are doing very well on time. So yes, we do have.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikita. Well, this activity requires you to unmute yourself. Just like how Toastmaster Amit said, there are so many choices. When it comes to grammar also, we worry about the tense that we have to use sometimes. So I have a few questions and I have four options. So once I finish reading all the options, probably you can be answered. Is that fine? Yes. First question. How long has he been sleeping? He dashed for 2 hours. Has been sleeping, was sleeping, slept, and has slept. You didn't hear me.
Can you please repeat that?
Can you repeat again, please?
Yes, I will repeat it. How long has he been sleeping? He dashed for 2 hours. Has been sleeping, was sleeping, slept, and has slept.
Slept.
Has been.
Has been sleeping.
Has been sleeping is the correct answer. Has been sleeping because it is still going on. Has been sleeping. By next July, I dash in this office for 10 years. I'll repeat it. By next July, I dash in this office for 10 years. I will work, worked, will be worked, and will have been working.
Will have been
working.
Because it's the future and it
Will have been working. Will have been working.
Will have been working, yeah.
2 more questions. 3 hours will have passed when the bell dash. 3 hours will have passed when the bell dash. Will ring, will be ringing, rings, and will be rung.
Will be rung.
Rings.
Will be rung, yeah.
Rings.
Rings, ring, correct answer. 3 hours will have passed when the bell rings.
Bell ring, yeah. Will be rung.
And the last question for all of you. I dash you. I would not lose my temper. If I dash you, I would not lose my temper. Was, were, had been, or would be. If I dash,
Daryl, I couldn't follow you at all.
Just about disturbance.
Can you repeat that question, please?
I'll repeat. If I dash you, I would not lose my temper.
No.
Daryl,
It's
before we
breaking.
proceed, I'll just mute everybody else. Okay.
Okay,
Can
I'll
you please
repeat it
unmute
once
yourself?
more. If I dash you, dash you, I would not lose my temper. Was, were, had been, or would be.
If I was you.
If I were you.
Yes, if I were you is the answer because it is something that's not actually there. So if I were you, I would not. Okay, thank you all for participating. I hope you enjoyed listening to all the speeches and the speakers and everything today. Thank you for this opportunity. Over to the general evaluator.
Before you pass the baton to the general evaluator, I just want you to go back to that will have been working example.
Yes, by next July, I dash in this office for 10 years.
Yes. You don't have to say will have been working in this office for 10 years. By next July, I will have worked in this office for 10 years. Why do you need that ing form there? You don't need that ing form. By next July, I will have worked in this office for 10 years.
Not would have, Malini, not would have.
No, will and would are not, would is not specific of the tense at all. Would is all right because would just stands as an auxiliary. It is not specific of tense, so it is all right. But you don't necessarily, it is not necessary to say, I will have been working in this office for 10 years. I will have worked is also fine.
But in colloquial English, I heard would have. I would have worked for 10 years.
But it is continuous.
No, I mean, as I said, anyway, that's the case because I don't want the proceeding to be...
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Malini ma'am. I mean, I thought that it continues, like the person continues working probably.
Yeah, it's a continuous thing. It helps a feeling of continuity. Yeah. Daryl's mean.
But we can say, no, Urmila, by next July,
yes.
I will have worked for 10 years.
You can say that.
Yes.
Certainly you can say that. Yeah.
Thank you, and over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Daryl. That was a very fun activity, and it was actually, I think the word used by Inspironians, I'm sorry, what was that word, Amit?
What is it?
The edutainment, sorry. That was a very edutaining general evaluators report. Thank you, Toastmaster Daryl. And over to the R counter for his report. The R counter for the day, Toastmaster Fiona, over to you.
So I think today everyone has prepared for the speeches very well. So there were no R's, only the, I think because of the technical glitches, there were pauses, that's all. Okay, and when it comes to table topic speeches, Toastmaster Sudhir used 3 hours, Toastmaster Jacob used 5 hours, and he paused like he prolonged it for a long time. Toastmaster Zakir used 2 hours, Toastmaster Ishwar 4 hours. Ashita also used no hours at all. So that's all. That's my report. Over to you, Toastmaster Nikita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fiona. Now it's time for my general evaluators report. Usually, it's observed that we have a proclivity for starting our meetings late. But today, Toastmaster Amit, and I'm not pointing this towards just Inspiron Club, but I'm talking about Toastmaster clubs in general. It usually happens that we start our meetings late, but today it started right on time at 5:31. And even though it started, okay, it might have started a minute late, but I have observed that you were ready right at 5:15 onwards. And even though my speaker was on mute, I could hear the background speech that was going on. It was really nice the way you were also prepared. And it was actually it's actually a very good practice that you have started, that you have, that you check all the speakers' audios and videos and the sharing of the screen. So that was very nice. You were very well prepared, right? Sharp at 5:15 when I logged in, that was going on. So that was a very nice practice that your club has been following. I'll start with the meeting proceedings. Started with the Sergeant at Arms, and I like Toastmaster Zina, you had a dual role today as Sergeant at Arms and also as a speaker, and you have done full justice to both the roles. As a Sergeant at Arms, I really liked how you adapted the usual Toastmaster rules to the online meetings, as in you spoke about the our muting ourselves and maybe enabling our videos. So you have adapted the rules to the online meetings, and that was very nice, and it was very crisp and brief. However, there's one thing that I would like to suggest. Perhaps you could also ask all the members to rename themselves. And this can be done by the Sergeant at Arms beforehand. So it's easier for even the President while she welcomes. It is easy for everybody to recognize, even for the table topic master, to recognize who the members are, from which club they are. So you could ask them to rename themselves with maybe their club name and their full name. So that could be something that you could start following. Next, we move on to the President, Toastmaster Fiona, who welcomed everyone so sweetly. And this started right at 5:15 onwards. I could hear in the background her welcoming each and everyone as soon as they joined the meeting. And it continued on to her presidential address, where she welcomed everyone again. And I really liked how you shared you had kept everyone abreast about the developments of the club, about the various awards and the activities that you are currently pursuing. So that was very nice. You kept everybody abreast about all the developments. However, one suggestion if I could give you is, if you can share something inspirational. Now, I don't know if this is just that is done in our Manipal Udupi Toastmasters Club, but I was told when I became the president that the president's address should contain something inspirational for all of the members. And it can honestly be a lot of work to search for something inspirational every week or once in 2 weeks. But I think if you can suggest, if you can talk about anything that's going on, anything that you find inspiration in, and share it with the members, maybe in a few words, I think that could also enhance the meetings. I mean, it was a very nice presidential address. We move on to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Amit, who was, well, I can just say that you were very well prepared. I don't have any other words to explain about how you did your role. And it was a very inspirational message that you shared. You have a very clear voice, very soft and clear voice, and that's actually a very unique combination. So every word that you say reaches the audience, reaches everyone very clearly. And I think on a personal note, I think you can develop this into a 5 to 7 minute speech, because it was so inspirational that I think members would like to hear again and again. So this is something that you can look into, developing your the Toastmaster of the Day's speech into an actual Toastmaster speech. The speakers did full justice to their role. I will not go into detail with the speakers and the speeches, because the evaluators have already given you a proper in-detail evaluation. But one thing that I would like to say is that the message, your speeches, both of you, were you had very good content with strong take-home messages, which are very relevant to the setting of especially to the times that we are living in right now, with Toastmaster Zina and a speech about the social media, which is very, very relevant, especially right now that we are relying solely on social media. And Toastmaster Jyotika Shetty with her speech about sharing. It is so true, and I completely I really agree with you what you said about sharing about our bad experience as well, because we usually tend to share about only our positive ones. We highlight them on social media, we boast about it, but we fail to share about our bad experiences, which actually can help somebody else also who is going through a similar experience. So both of you, good speeches, strong content, and very good take-home messages. I will move on to the table topic master, Toastmaster Roel, who had very, they were actually really good topics. You made sure that the speakers, the table topic speakers, did not have to search too much for the content to speak on. They could just reflect on their life. So it was all the four topics were really good and gave the speakers an ample subject matter to talk on. So that was very good. Job well done, Toastmaster Roel. And yeah, that brings me back to my tag team, the timer, the counter, and the grammarian. Timer, as Toastmaster Ishwar and Toastmaster Roel, both of you did a good job. Now, this is, even though we are relying on social media and we are relying on our networks, and it can be very finicky, it's not in our hands. So it was very nice of Toastmaster Roel to actually take over when Toastmaster Ishwar lost his, I believe he lost his connectivity, and shows a lot of foresight, and that was a good job, Toastmaster Roel. And the counter was the president, Toastmaster Fiona, very brief, crisp report that was given by you, and you also did a very good job. The grammarian, I believe, deserves a special mention for today, not just for giving a grammarian's report, but also having an edutainment section. I believe I'm pronouncing it right. So this was really fun, something different from what we all have been doing, and it was very nice, Toastmaster Daryl. So thank you on that. And I also liked how you not just observe the good usages of words of only the speakers and the evaluators, but also you observe the good usages of the Sergeant at Arms, the President, the Toastmaster, all the role takers basically. So that was a very good, very in detailed report. And I liked how you posted the word of the day and the phrase of the day in the chat box. So that was also nice for members who are joining in later on to see the word of the day. And on a personal note, I really appreciate you pronouncing my name properly, because not everybody calls me Nikita. The ta was so, it was actually very pronounced. So thank you for that. It's been a very long time since somebody has called me Nikita. So I really deeply appreciate that. Yeah. So thank you, Toastmaster Daryl. Not that I find anything wrong with Nikita. I'm used to it. So please don't get offended. But again, it's appreciated when people pronounce a name properly. Moving on to the evaluators. Both the evaluators did a good job on evaluating their speakers. And I will not go into detail about this. I'm sorry. But this one suggestion that I would give to the evaluators, and that is, suggestions are very important while you evaluate a person's speech, while you evaluate a speaker's speech. So if you could give certain suggestions, and not just recommendations, but also certain hints for them to improve their speech in the future speeches. Now I know it's a little difficult for anybody to evaluate, especially when you consider somebody who is more experienced than you. But at the same, if you could give out some some helpful hints or some pointers on how they can improve their speeches in the future, I think that would be very helpful for the speakers. But you all did a good job in pointing out the good, all the good aspects of their speech, both of you. And yeah, one suggestion would be some certain suggestions and recommendations in the future. I believe that brings me to the end of my session and the end of my report. We are, like I said, doing very good on time, but still we have an edutainment session that we have to get to, and and I know all of you are very interested in listening to distinguished Toastmaster Limani Hebbar. So I will not take much time, but I would just like to end by saying that it was truly a pleasure to attend this meeting, and thank you for inviting me. Back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you so much, General Evaluated Toastmaster Nikita Lorraine Menezes.
Thank you. That was perfect, Amit. Thank you.
Okay, coming back to choices in life, I had two more pointers to all of you. The third pointer is weigh the pros and cons of every opinion. Assess each opinion by looking at the advantages and disadvantages it offers you. In this way, you get more insight about the consequences of such an option. Trust yourself and help yourself in making the decision. Now that you have assessed your opinions, it is now time to trust yourself. Remember that there are no guarantees and wrong decisions are always at hindsight. So choose, decide, believe that you all are choosing the best option at this time. Now that you have made a decision, be ready to face its consequences, good and bad. It may take you to a place of promise or a land of problems. But the important thing is that you have chosen to live your life instead of remaining a bystander or a passive audience in your own life. Whether it is the right decision or not, only time can tell. But do not regret it, whatever the outcome. Instead, learn from it and remember that you always have the chance to make better decisions in the future. With that, we have come to the end of today's meeting, and I officially hand over the screen to our President, Toastmaster Fiona, for the awards and the other discussions. Over to you, Toastmaster Fiona.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go with the awards directly. So the best speaker of the day, Toastmaster Jyotika. Congratulations, Jyotika ma'am. And the best evaluator for the day is Toastmaster Ashrita. Hope you can see my screen. Okay. So and then the best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Sudhir. Congratulations to the speakers. So here we officially end our meeting, but then we have an important entertainment session going up. So before that, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Club Grow Director, Toastmaster Savita Salian, and Division Director, Toastmaster Maulik Chaudhary. Welcome, ma'am, to our meeting. And I would request everyone to sit on your camera so that we can have a quick photograph, please, before we move on to the session. Toastmaster Royal, please help me out with this. So thank you.